You know, our past is legacy, and some of it is good and some of it is not so good. So we learn from the past and we take lessons from it. This is a visual footprint, and then the foundations obviously is a permanent footprint unless removed. It is our drive, ambition and vision to reduce the footprint, but not only that, to reform it and recycle what we consider a bad footprint or a unnecessary footprint. And that is not contributing directly to the progress and the future of our concessions. This lister is driving a mono pump. Now, this is the foundation on which this was mounted. What we are now going to do is put a submersible pump in, which is not driven by a shaft which consumes a lot of torque. This hole is about 30 to 50 meters deep. It has a sump, so the water is lying at 30 meters. And to pump it out, we'll use about 4 solar panels. The initial cost is fairly high, especially if you have a lot of these, but we don't. We only have 2 boreholes here, of which this one is equipped. There's a lot of living water. This is just a backup and a standby. So we will be replacing this with a solar setup. The drift that was built here, as you can see the water boiling at the bottom, it's a natural through flow, and there's enough rocks when there's a fair amount of rain that it will not wash away. So these were stacked kraals or pens for small domesticated animals, sheep and goats basically. We've removed those things, broke it down, broke off the cement and stacked them in here. So now it forms a natural drift where we can cross over here to monitor the game. So it helps us with our roads and our management, and it also is a removal of past human footprint. It's also then a ready building material and construction material, and so we integrate what is in the past, what happened in the past, for development for our future. These 3 water points, that's a mono, this was a wind pump, that one was a wind pump. All in one line does not make sense. So what does it mean? Firstly, the sign tells us there's a vein underground here. Secondly, they must have used it for irrigation. That is an old land over there, and they must have pumped this to a higher point up there, and from that gravity fed it with a pipe to the different cultivated lands that they had, most probably vegetables in winter. Everything has a function and everything has a meaning. And even today we can read from what you see here into the past, and it explains things of the past. And when we have that understanding, it directs our vision and it helps us to get it manifest.